So Gone Fishing sign, it's an 8-inch aluminum sign. And this is the Unique in the Creek ring board we're using. The ribbon, these are cut at 14 inches. We're using this mesh. It's a jute poly mesh in the Moss Apple Natural, it says. This is cut at 22 inches. So we're using the whole roll. We're not leaving anything behind. Or this is what I got from that when I cut the whole roll. This is what I got. So Unique in the Creek ring board. I have all my pipe cleaners attached on there, all 16 of them. Notice how I placed my pipe cleaners. So the outside ones are going on the first hole towards the board. But the inner ones, I'm going every other with that. And the inner ones, I'm going on the second hole and the third hole going inside. So those are every other as well. So that's a total of 16 pipe cleaners on the ring board. What we'll be doing is the Woodland Ruffle. I cut the mesh at 22 inches. I cut the ribbon at 14 inches. I left 2 just to show you how I cut mine. So let's cut up the ribbon, finish cutting them up. So these ones are the ones that I need to cut up. This is kind of like a web. This is all wired. This is my most prized possession in ribbon because it's very unique. So we're cutting these at 14 inches, 8 pieces. So that's 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're using the Unique in the Creek measure buddy. This is the measure buddy. It's very handy to have. Okay. I'm just going to cut that right in between there and make 8 pieces of 14-inch tails. Just like that. There we go. That's done. We're not dovetailing them because we're going to be folding them down a little bit because there are sharp wires on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them down like that, just like that on both ends. So again, they're a little sharp, and so we don't need those wires exposed. Just like that. That's what I'll be doing with all of them. This ribbon, so I'm gonna cut this at 14 inches, 8 pieces of these as well. Okay, so there's our ribbon tails. So now to dovetail. So we're dovetailing these ribbon. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fold these in half, all 4 of them together, because it makes it faster. And I'm gonna cut from here up to where the wire is. That's like that. That's making a dovetail. Okay, the other side too. We'll bring out the board, the ring board. So I think I'm gonna start on the outside. So I'm gonna put these down so I won't get mixed up. Get these ready. This one, we don't need that now. Get our 22-inch cut poly-jute mesh. Put something heavy over here, and this is where I'm gonna curl. When I curl in my ends, I make sure these ends go inwards just a little bit, so they won't stick out too much. They'll lay right in there. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I guess. Okay, clip it, flip it, and curl again. Okay, and then I'm gonna scrunch from here to here, pins and pleat, up to the pin, and then clip these together. So there's your woodland ruffle. Okay, we'll make a couple more. So you see how this one is sticking out? So what I'm gonna, I'll do is probably pull some of it out of there, so it won't stick out too much, just like that. So it won't get caught on something and then thus making it fray. Okay, clip it. And what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna add a zip tie. I'm gonna add a zip tie right in the middle. So, because the reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted, when I add it into the board, it'll be all ready, just ready to go. I know it's an extra step, but it's neater, I think. So when I attach it into with the pipe cleaners, it'll just sit right. It won't be too bulky. Okay, so let's start building our wreath, the woodland ruffle. I think I'm gonna put these sideways on the outside. We'll build the wreath first, and then we'll add the tails after. So, just like that, where I added my, what do you call the zip tie, I will add it just like that, okay? All the way around. So let's build our wreath first. Maybe we'll add the rest of the mess on the inside. Do something a little different. And then we'll add in our ribbon after. So sideways again, press down and twist, okay? Let's add that right there. On the inside. Now, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to lay my mesh. Do I want to lay them this way or this way? I think I'll just continue on laying them sideways. But I'll continue on adding them sideways. Okay, so we'll add a ribbon. So I cut 8 pieces each. I'm gonna go alternate the ribbon. So this one right here, you could just, one of those ribbon that you could just you know, when you add it into the base, You can spread it open like that. It reminds me of a fishnet. So I like that ribbon. Okay, so we'll add this and then one of these. These are cut at 14 inches. Right. So I'll help you see this right here. Kind of half. Open it up. Pinch it where you creased it. And bend it this way. Now, so I'm just gonna put it in there. Not gonna open up the pipe cleaner. Give it a few twists and cut this off and bend it backwards. Ooh. And this is where I said I'm gonna bend this down. I show you here what it looks like. So that's how that looks. So what you could do with this ribbon is, again, you could just spread it open. You see that? And we'll add that into the so that's what we're doing all the way around. So we'll go on to the top now with these 14-inch ribbon, one on top the other. I was thinking maybe I should, what if maybe I put these on top now so we can just spread them open. Let's try that. Let's be different. Then I'll show you what I mean, how open these things can be. It's not, that's not really the middle. Is that the middle? It's not the middle. That's the middle. Okay. Going, add these this way. Okay, let's see how it'll look. So I'm gonna open these up like an X. Ooh, nice. And then we can open these up a little bit. How do you like that? And on top. This one won't really sew. So spread these open. This one goes this way. And this one this way. Just like that. Spread them open a little bit. Ooh, I like it. Like a daddy wreath. Okay, I believe we're done our base. So this is the top over here. If we just add only the sign, it'll look weird though. See? We're just gonna add it down here and have a bow. I think we need a bow. Like just two loop bow or something. Two loops with this one at the bottom. Like I would have the, I'll do 10 and I'll cut them down if I don't like it. So, we'll do a 6-inch loop. Yeah. Okay, so probably in a hurry to make a bow. That's why. 7-inch tail, 6-inch loop. Just maybe the green one. This is 14 inches. I'm just going to add that in there as a... Those are done. Cool. And the last one will be this one. Bringing in back the green. So 7 and still. But there it is. Let me grab these out. And we'll work on our sign. And right there, oops. So the top and bottom, we'll make a hole. Top and bottom. Let's add this hanging zip tie in there first. Here and here. So our sign on this side. My darning needle. Whoop whoop to me. Okay, so I think that's where we're adding that. Yep, that's where we're adding that. We need to dovetail. Dovetail. These ones we can bend down. We don't need to dovetail these. And so I think we're done, friends. So of course for going back and folding these down maybe, if I want to, and maybe expanding them a little bit. Just like that. That's what I like. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something here today.